Hey guys, Wraith calling. I'm on Swamp. This is an encounter game, and I'm in the Tier 9 Chinese medium tank, the WZ120, with the big 122mm tank gun. This thing's a beast. So there are some disadvantages to having a large, oversized gun like this on your medium tank, and if you've played this tank or the T-34-1, you will know that the big derpy guns on medium tanks are usually very inaccurate with very slow reloads, and this one is no exception. So one thing you always want to be mindful of is where you're at when you reload, and can you shoot and get back into cover. This thing has a fairly long aim time, and it can punish you if you sit out in the open just aiming away. And you'll see here I kind of expose myself just a little bit too often, and I do take a couple punishing hits. I'm playing fairly aggressively on Swamp, but from here I can kind of keep tabs on the flag. See, there's right in the middle of the swamp on that little island type area there in the middle, and it allows me to spot for arty and keep eyes on everything. There's a T-29 letting it aim in, and eye tracking. Yep, that's all I'm gonna do. But people are noticing and start putting fire into him, so I shoot another shot off and track him again. So I'm glad someone's getting damage off him, because all I'm doing is tracking him and picking him in place. But it allows me to get hits off. So now there's actually a T-54-1. I think so. I put a hit into him. And there's Centurion 1 over there, Tier 8, and he gets murdered. Centurion 1 across from me is a Tier 8 British medium tank. At best, he's got a fast fire rate and a 20-pounder. Not too worried about him right off now. Look at the aim time on this. I had a shot of the Type 61 and just couldn't pull it in because the aim time is so bad on this. This is not a very good long-range tank gun, that's for sure. So I see the little Object 4-16 rushing up there, and I'm going to pull up here with him. I figured we could pair up together. He gets a big hit and gets hammered hard for his efforts. He's on fire, and apparently does not carry a fire extinguisher because he doesn't click the little button to put himself out. So I kind of look back. I'm trying to get a shot on this guy. I got tank destroyers behind me, kind of cover my back just a little bit, at least I hope. Me and the Centurion both bounce shots out of each other. We're going to counter that Centurion again. And they come creeping around the hill. Got a shot in the butt from somebody. Little light tank, little bastard. So, I can't say anything. That's exactly what I would do. He's running away as fast as he can. I just barely screamed and missed him. Alright, I got other problems to worry about. Instead of those little French light tanks, I'm going to let somebody else deal with him, because I got guys over here behind me. And I'm trying to be careful because they do have arty. And I don't want to put myself in that light tank again. I don't put myself in harm's way of the arty. He's back there giving the tank destroyers behind me fits, so I got to be a little careful here now. They're distracted. So there's the Centurion again, and I put a big hit into him right through his drive wheel. And right now the scores are still even. We're still doing fairly well. No one's made a big push onto the cap circle yet, which is okay. But I'm going to push around here. I'm still kind of being cautious about the arty. There's a Patton. Didn't quite see him. He's got a better rate of fire than I do, and he can do some damage to me. I think he's probably got the 90 mil. And that's alright. I'm kind of creeping up here looking to pop another shot off at him. I put another big hit into him. He misses me. Now my reload, see how I'm backing off, and I'm backing off far. If he was a little more aggressive, he could beat my reload, and somebody else picks him off. And you'll see the same thing here with the Centurion as we stare each other down. He comes at me, misses. See how far I'm backing off? I don't want him to sit there and shoot me. I've got a very long reload, and I don't want to trade shots with him. I want to force him to play my game. I don't want to play his game. So I want to trade him shot for shot on my terms. I don't want to trade two shots for one of him for one of mine, because that's not the way I want to do this. He turned his back on me. I'm not sure why. He bounced one off the turret, and I give him a little kiss for the kill. Gets me my first kill of the match. And teams are still tied. I think we're actually up one. We're up two now.
Enemies are capturing our base.
So I think this is just a little mopping up action. And I'm coming up being a little, and we're getting capped. So I've changed my mind, decided I'm going to go help defend the cap. And that's where we're going to go. And yeah, this Jack Tiger, he's moving pretty well. He's hauling all kinds of butt, but he's going to poop out real quick. It's an IS-3 in the capture. Look at the slow aim time on this gun. So that's why you got to dictate the engagement. And not let them dictate the engagement to you when your gun fires slow like this. It's just kind of exaggerated on this, but a lot of heavy tanks are that way. You don't want to sit there and trade shots and rely on your armor too much. No matter how good you think your armor is, someone out there can always pen it. Or it leaves you exposed waiting for that aim time to come in. And that loading time. So you want to be the one to dictate the engagement. You shoot, get back in the cover, get back behind the hill, back off if you need to. Hopefully you have some friends behind you to help you out. But you want to be the one to dictate the terms of the engagement. So this 843, I know he does not have... He's got a fairly decent gun if I let him have sides or rear shots to me. Hit him. Again, I put a big shot in half his health. Already bails him out. Friendly tank puts another round into him. See how long I reloaded? He shoots me almost 3 times before I finally finish him off. And that just shows you how slow the reload is on this tank. Someone picks off Artie. Now it's just a heavy tank left. And we're going to make a push onto him. And if there's a name in the keeps popping up in the communications box, that's Tree Hugger Jordy. He is part of the AMF, which was a group of clan the last previously. AMF is kind of split into 2 groups now. One has become and joined up with the current clan I'm in, UNL. And Jordy's still with AMF. And he has a pretty reasonable game as well. Now we're pushing up on this heavy tank, and I think this is a tier 9 STI. Nope, it's the OI. I'm sorry, I lied to you. He puts a big hit into me, but I know his reload is worse than mine. We do finish it off. That's the game.
Great job, man.
Yay, team. Always do it for a win. And I had some missions here. Gave me a little extra silver. I had 5200 XP with the ×2. High caliber. And first class mastery. 4800 damage, 2400 assists, 1400 block, 3 kills. That's a pretty good game, and I will take it. Also, you notice there's an audio nice. Walk away with 1750 XP and 4800 damage. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it, and keep your powder dry.